Good evening, my friends, and welcome to a special live event. Yes, I did this basically without any notice, just really on a whim, because I happen to have a free evening this evening. So I thought, rather than just one episode of Blueprince today, why not also go live and do another episode at the same time? Same evening, why not? Today, though, to keep continuity with the day-to-day, the week-by-week episodes, we're doing something a little different. We're going to be doing Dare Mode today and see how we get on with that. How hard could it be? The trophy is get to room 46 in Dare Mode. How hard could that be? Huh? We know how to get to room 46. Okay, I don't know. As ever, right, please respect other people's viewing experience and don't drop spoilers in the chat. In the chat today we have Derek Rawlings live on YouTube. Yes, absolutely, we are live. Pleasure to have you here. We have Sleepy Otter in the chat, what a lovely surprise, and we have Serious Kin. Good to see you all here. Good to see you all here. Right, first puzzle of the day. How do we get into Dare Mode, then? So, profiles? Yes, so that was what we were doing. Oh, you guys can actually see, actually what day I'm on, in reality. Oh, that's awkward, isn't it? Right, so yes, so you can see, I'm only up to day 75. So I'm only a couple of days ahead of where you are. And this day 4, this was when we did that one random episode, didn't we, where we were trying to do the 1 hour thing. Yeah, indeed. Okie dokie. So let's hit up new game, and we're going to go Dare Mode, a challenging mode intended only for the truly daring. Can you reach room 46 without failing a single dare? Okay. So, without failing a single dare, what's it going to do? We have DM Rawlings' first time chatter in the Twitch chat. Hang on, I have a feeling that this might be the same viewer who's also on YouTube. Good to have you in the Twitch chat as well. We also have Everett Topanga. Greetings. Are you having fun inventorying your inheritance? Doggy Bomb presents. Oh, we're getting the introduction. Now I know, right, from the data miners out there, I am aware that there is different percentages on the draft percentages if you take too long drafting on day 1. So as soon as we get in there, we're going to go touch a door straight away and draft it, because I think that locks us in to the correct percentages.
To publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
Apparently on day 1, if you take too long to draft your first room, it takes all the really weird and rare rooms and it makes them not appear on the first day, because it assumes that you're actually playing it for the first time.
I give and bequeath.
That's called veteran mode. Okay.
Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location.
The music in this game is so good, isn't
it? My
it?
45-room estate.
Good.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Pressure's on.
in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay, here we are. Huh. We've got a bird on the table. Why, hello. Open only if you dare. Right, there we go. I, Herbert S. Sinclair, dare you, Simon P. Jones, to reach room 46 without failing any of the following dares. Dare number 1. I dare you to end each day with 0 keys, 0 gems, and 0 coins. Oh. That's hard. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. Okay. Everett Topanga says, I still think the correct strategy is to use your initial property to hire a professional appraiser to figure out the rest. Yeah. At the start of each day, a new dare will be revealed and added to the above dare list. All 4 dares on the list must be revealed before entering room 46. If even a single dare is broken, the challenge is considered failed. So we break a dare, we start again from day 1. That's the rule, is it? Okay. We break a dare, and we have to spend at least 4 days. Right. 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coin. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the orchard. And let's go and get our extra steps for tomorrow. Like, that's an easy first thing to obviously go and do. There's going to be all sorts of bits and pieces that we did literally months ago that we're going to have forgotten, of course. The orchard is 1128, though. Because I do have my notes from when we did a prep for a day 1 challenge. So, the apple orchard has been permanently unlocked now to your campsite, so we will start with 20 extra steps. Was there anything in the orchard? And is it worth turning these on? This gets us downstairs to the chess puzzle, which may or may not be important for us, to be honest. Am I sure this is not curse mode? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, there's nothing particularly in here which we need to look at. You know, I never have figured out what these bird baths are for. Yeah, you can't reach 46 until day 4. Not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sure. So chapel, we can always, as long as we have the steps, we can make sure we run out of coins in the chapel. But we don't have a huge allowance, right? So it's not like we're gonna have a big problem with trying to get rid of an allowance every time, right? Okay. Let's start by getting out to the wings, because what I really want is I want to get a utility closet and the garage to get out to the outside room. That seems a reasonable thing to want to do on day 1. And if we can make that a goal for today, so much the better. Closet for 2 items I'm fairly happy with there. And a shovel means that we can probably go and get the conservatory if we want it. Den, guest bedroom, spare room. Let's take the den to get us out to the wing. And it gives us the gem we need for the garage. Okay. We have a first-time chatter. Luke SRW binge-watched through your full Blueprint series over the past 3 weeks. Odd seeing me in real time. Welcome! Welcome. It's kind of odd playing this live, to be honest, because Blueprints is always, you know, a very kind of... Blueprints is a very solitary experience for both Simon and myself, right? Oh, shoot, it's going to dead-end us here? Oh, mate. That's pretty rough, not gonna lie. Probably parlour to go and get the gems, I guess. That's pretty rough. Hopefully we'll get an easy parlour puzzle because this is day 1, right? This box is the middle box. Well, that's false. The gems are in the middle box. Wait. This box is the middle box. Well, that's false. So we'll go here. We'll go here. Good. Good. Oh dear. Let's take this and see if we can get a J-shaped room to go north. Bedroom is okay. Get them steps. Right, at this point, given that we've got a real tough time to get up to the observatory's okay. Corridor gets us out to the corner though. So we'll take corridor. At this point I'm going to take my shovel straight over this way. We've got to be really careful to burn these gems as quick as possible though. Because we don't have very many steps. This is going to be... This is going to be a dare that's going to be very easy to accidentally lose. For sure. Right, let's go get the conservatory. Good. Yes. Thank you. For all we know, I'm just a face and an upper torso. True. True. Leg reveal when? Love the Sports Direct mug. It's as British a tradition as the Sunday roast. It is, I would say it's incredibly kind of corporate core as well. Like, I've never worked in an office where there wasn't a healthy supply of Sports Direct mugs in the office, but they never really seemed to be anyone's. It's mostly just a function of the fact that Sports Direct sell these mugs for about £1.50 each. They're like literally the cheapest mug to volume ratio you can buy on the market. So I think a lot of office managers literally just go down to Sports Direct and buy 5 or 10 of them and call it a day. But yeah, it's corporate chic. Oh man, we can't take Vault. If we take Vault, we basically lose. Let's take billiard room? Items we're not... Oh shoot, when it says keys, does that include special keys? Special keys are easier to get rid of though than other keys. Okay, 9. 11 and 8 is 19. 13 minus 12 is 1. And 10 minus 3 is 7. And then 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. Okay. I was expecting it to have been kind of finished by now. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 keys. We might have to get into a little bit of a habit of not picking up everything we find as well. Let's... Oh, I might regret this. Let's take observatory. Okay, and what we can do in observatory, of course, is we move the thing round this way. Up we go. And that gives us planetarium. Good. Calling it a day right at the start to get the second dare wouldn't have been that bad. Oh shoot, you know what? That's actually... That is genuinely a 200 IQ play right there. I'm actually kind of sad we didn't think of that. Oh shoot, that needs to go up. Do I want advice as long as they're things I've seen in the main playthrough? Ooh, hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, move that up slightly further so we can go around once more. I mean, I think I'll kind of stick for now with let's keep the advice pretty light. 1! Oh no, we gain a coin. That's actually real. That's in many ways the most inconvenient amount of coins that we could have got. Okay, we need nooks so that we can get to the north. I am not touching that key though right now. Rawling said, I didn't mention calling it immediately because I thought that dabbled in spoiler territory. Pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. I can also get dares early, says Duncan Booth, with an experiment. In fact, some people have managed day 1 dare mode runs. Oh dear, I don't need to feel worse about this right now. Chapel is a great pull because that gets rid of our coin, right? And it gives us a way of getting rid of coins. I have a feeling with only 23 steps that really we need to kind of prioritize getting rid of the rest of our gems and keys. I think pantry because it's the common one. And we'll take the banana. There's no problem taking the banana. Spare room. And we've not seen the spare room in quite a while. Darkroom, coat check, guest bedroom. I think darkroom keep us going up the wing here. Oh, we've got a security door there. Regular door here though. At this point, do we go back to the chapel? We don't have a huge amount of steps to be spending a lot of time retracing our steps, to be honest. Breaker box lets us turn darkroom on, but that only gives us then 1 room we can draft out. Kitchen uses a gem. I think we really need to get rid of these gems now. Drawing room uses a gem. Whilst we're in here, we can go and open this safe. but not take the gem out of it. Drawing room is 1504. Good. Right, and don't touch that. That's going to lose us the run. Let's go this way. If we can get utility closet here, I'll be reasonably happy. Nice. Boudoir. Yeah, okay. What we're going to need to make this dare work is we're going to need an insane amount of steps, because the amount of backtracking we're going to have to do to go and get gems and keys. Oh, where's the dice? Oh, that was an upgrade, wasn't it? That was an upgrade I took really early in the playthrough. Oh, shoot. Okay. 2512. Merry Christmas, everyone. Scoutmaster Demi has day 1 dare mode. Took him 300 attempts. I think I'm alright, you know? I think I'm alright, like, not to do that. When drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans. That is a pull. That is a proper pull. Right? That's really good. So now we can take as many gems as we want without worry, because if we end up with 1 step left, we can absolutely just use all of our gems. Did I just lose? I didn't lose. Isn't that a dead end? No, I've got another path. I have another path. Out of the drawing room. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm going to say 60% sure. This is the study, 0812. Oh man, that'd be well embarrassing if I did just lose that. But no, I'm sure not. No, we have another... Unless this was a security door, and I just totally didn't notice that. But it's too late to worry about that now. We're taking the gems. We're taking the gems with us. Nah, it's not a security door. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. And we have a key to be able to do it if it's locked as well. Nice. So. I still kind of want to... Like, we're now on rank 2. Sorry, rank 4, row, column 2. Garage is not out of the question if we can get there, so I'm happy to take commissary. Right, we don't have any... No! No! Oh, no! Shoot. That... Okay, we have actually just lost there. Oh, what? What? Alright. Alright. That's rough. That's rough. That's hard. Demo's hard, apparently. Okay. We got no way. Yeah. We got no way through. No way through. Check the wiki. What timing? Just finished episode 71. Guess I missed the run though. No, you haven't. we dare mode. We're out day 1 because we have some gems up here that we can't get rid of. We have to end today with no gems, so we're calling it a day, and we're starting a new run. So actually, you're just in time. Okay, let's see what happens when we call it a day. Ooh, Serious Kin's gotta go. Have fun.
I will say goodbye.
Great to see you, Serious Kin.
To my dreams and the sea.
Goodbye to the sea?
And wonder why daring feels just like defeat.
Game over. What was Darkroom? Darkroom had a security door, and it had another door on the side, but we'd blocked that entrance by putting the study there. So, there we go. Now you get to watch the most memorable cutscene in the game. Is it? Oh, hey, look, it's all blue, and it says Dare Mode. That's nice. Cool. Right. Next new game. Let's go. Dare Mode. Hey, wait, the icon changed. Did you notice that? It used to be like a life jacket, and now it's a ring. Interesting. This is your first time seeing Dare Mode? Is this meant to be Simon's voice? I guess so? Let's hold escape to skip, because we don't need to see the introduction again. Oh! It says Dare 1 rather than Day 1. I totally didn't twig that, but I'm going to steal it for the title of the episode when we upload it to YouTube. Okay. To keep continuity, incidentally, we will upload this one after the one that I'm sort of at in real life. So this one will go up on YouTube in like a little while, like in a few weeks rather than straight away. Okay, give us a dare. My first time seeing this mode too. I wonder if there's any new clues only in the alternate modes. I don't think so. I think these are more just like strict challenge modes. Okay, our dare is, I dare you to draft 6 different colours of rooms each day. Wow. Okay. Compared to what we just had, right? New clues are found only in books. Oh yeah, don't remind me. Compared to what we just had, hang on, wait, 6 different colours of rooms. Blue, yellow, red, green. Wait, blue, yellow, red, green. I want to make sure that this black isn't on there. Blue, yellow, red, green, purple. What's the 6th colour? What's the 6th colour? Hang on a second. Where's my room directory? My room directory is up here. Blue, purple, oh, brown, green, yellow, red. Okay. And then there is... That's enough, isn't it? Blue, purple, brown, green, yellow, red. Okay. And then if we can get the basement unlocked to find... Oh, well, Tomb. Tomb is black. So that gives us a little bit extra. And treasure trove. Where do we find treasure trove? I think that's in the basement, isn't it? Treasure trove's in the basement. And throne room is obviously after we've opened up Blackbridge, which means we need a shovel and a sledgehammer, then we can open that up straight away. Okay, like, that feels more doable, and it feels also like it's something that you can bang out early in the run and then have a lot more flexibility later on in the run as well. Right. Does Aquarium just win this? It might. It might. Right, we're going to draft these rooms first. Then we're going to go out and open up the orchard. Right. Hallway this side. Let's get out to the corners. As before, our principal objective initially is going to be, let's see if we can get the garage and the utility cupboard, because that will enable us to... Ooh, parlour or nook? Let's do parlour. I think gems are more important than keys early. Right, we're going to open up the orchard because that sorts us out for day 2 much better. And do you know what? I've immediately stopped paying attention to the colours, right? We've done blue and brown so far. The one we'll have to be slightly careful of is probably yellow, because, well, greens all require gems as well, but greens you kind of know where they're going to turn up on the wings. Yellow, they tend to be like a little bit rarer and they all require gems. Right, let me go back to my notes. Orchard is 1128. This is a reasonably challenging first dare. I don't know, this seems a lot more achievable than the last one we were just doing. But yes, we are now in dare mode, attempt number 2. Here we go. Okay, you can't skip this, unfortunately. Yeah, now we don't need to scorch the sundial to get the... We don't need to scorch the sundial, because that just re-establishes communication for new experiments. Like, it could be useful, but I don't think it's going to be our priority. Shall we take... Let's take parlour first. Coin purse, lovely. Whoops. That one, thank you. The blue box is empty. The blue box is true. This is the blue box. So true, true, false. Blue box has the gems. Okay, we'll take this one safely. Kitchen's a nice pick to ensure that we get yellow, and it points us in the right direction, and it means we can buy food if we need more steps later. Do we now go out that way? Yes. Let's see if we can go up this direction. If I can keep 1 gem, that would be handy. Bedroom is a good pick. We now have purple. We don't have a key for that. Corridor's a great pick there. What I really need is 1 more straight room, and then we can use this gem for garage. Ah, secret passage is not what I was hoping for. Probably the best thing to do here is secret passage for green. At least one of those rooms has to then bypass restrictions, and then we'll have blue, yellow, brown, purple, green. So we'll only be missing red, and red will turn up at some point. So we'll take green. One of the options has to bypass costs. Ah, there we go. Right, we're fine. Good. Do we get any indication that we've done the dare for today? No. I see there's something on the barrel. Do we go there now? If it's a gem, which it is, are we going to be offered garage then? Yes! Yes, right. So we've got garage. That's brilliant. We can now go and see if we can find utility closet somewhere. And if we do that, this run is like an auto win, right? That's a win. So we can call it a day now, safely already. So we are just doing whatever we can to unlock as much stuff as possible. And, yeah, we're just doing whatever we can to unlock as much stuff as possible. Do we take nursery here for the steps as we draft more bedrooms? Like, maybe. It means we now don't have any gems again, but... yeah, go on. Is there anything in the nursery before it's upgraded? A banana is helpful, for sure. If we do get the nursery upgrade, we're 100% not taking the garden again this time. Yes, we'll use the key. Yeah, breaker box is ideal. Uh-oh. Band. This current dare is slightly above average. What, you mean above average in terms of difficulty? Okay, cool. I'm sort of down with that. Let's turn that on, turn that off, and now... settle in, because this will be about 5 minutes of clicking buttons. There we go. Right. Now what we need to do is we need to get this to off blue, green, white, red, purple. And if I recall correctly, it's we've got to get everything blue first, is that right? Or you click a blue and that makes it turn purple? Ah, that's kind of handy. Wait. So you click the blue, makes that turn purple. There we go. You click the blue there, it's going to make those turn purple. So what we actually need is we need... yeah. Purple there. Purple there. Purple there. Purple there. Purple. Now, once all of them are purple, that one turns white. That one stays purple, that's fine. You turn... oh, wait. There we go. You want that one purple and you want that one red. Then off blue and green. Okay. Throw that. And we can open up the gem cavern. Good odds for utility closet, since your pool isn't full of the rooms you've unlocked. DM Rolling says, really good day one, actually. Thank you. We are going to open up that, and then straight away, we're going to go open this up. Because that'll actually even be faster than kind of going back through the house to go back to the hallway anyway. Now watch as we absolutely just clutch draft tomb and... oh no, but we can't win on day one, can we? We actually can't. Okay. Let's open this up first before I forget. Well, not that I could forget, because literally we're trapped in here until we open that up. Okay, West Gate permanently unlocked. That's great. Yeah, this is going really well. This is going really well. What do we want? Hovel, tool shed, root cellar. Of those options, let's take a tool shed. Shovel is great. Magnifying glass also kind of irrelevant unless we end up grabbing the burning glass, which I don't. Yeah, I don't think burning glass is really going to do anything for us as such. We're going to go get the conservatory. That's the first thing we're going to go do. But yeah, just hoover up as many permanent upgrades as we can, and hope that the power of the permanent upgrades that we generate... Oh yes, in the gem mine is also one of the gas taps as well. Hope that the power of the permanent upgrades is enough to offset the difficulties of the dares. Pulling the mine cart is hugely convenient if you can manage it. Yes. Well, there's lots of ways across that reservoir. We'll just see. We'll just see when we can get down there, you know. Now let me think. The Black Bridge site. The Black Bridge site. How do we get that door open? How does that door get opened? Okay, I'm going to need an explicit reminder from the chat. I don't remember how we opened that door. So yeah, if one of you wants to tell me how we get that one opened. Powered laboratory. Okay, thank you. Right, powered laboratory. We can work towards that. If we dig up the microchip now, what happens to it? I think it's probably not worth it, right? Because the powered laboratory is going to be fairly rare to get that working, and the shovel is pretty common, so we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Let's go. I don't have any gems. Okay. Guess it's the guest bedroom, but don't mind having the extra stuff. I hate the compass, you know? I genuinely don't like the compass as an upgrade. Like, I'll take it, begrudgingly, but I've been screwed over by this compass so many times. Oh, well, I guess we have to take chapel, otherwise we're calling it a day. But to be fair, even if we do call it a day here, this has been an incredibly successful day one. Closet, pantry, nook. Yeah, nook is fine. Grab them keys. I mean, closet would also be okay. Hahaha, was that a bridge? I thought it was a piece of... Oh, now he knows it's a bridge. Yes, yes, yes. An upgrade disc or two might be nice to top off the day. Yeah. Yeah, it might. It might. If we can find the... car keys, that'd be a nice way to end the day. There's an upgrade disc in the boot of the car. I'm not sure if we're getting many other upgrade discs, to be honest. The compass did nothing there. Incidentally, none of those rooms were eye-shaped rooms. Is there any reason to get any of the books? I don't think... Oh, we can't... yes, we can leave. I don't think anything in the books actually unlocks something that you didn't have access to before. I think it's only knowledge gated. Yeah, we are quite far away from Power Hammer, so I'm not brilliantly enthusiastic to take Weight Room, not gonna lie. We are so light on gems. Good thing we turned that off in the... Oh no, wait! But we don't have security. Ah, we might be done. We might be done there. We're done there. Oh, Tilaxian just resubscribed. 4-month resub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tilaxian. I think we're done then for that day. But permanent additions: Westgate Path, Gemstone Cavern, Apple Orchard. That means in terms of permanent additions, what are we missing? We're missing Blackbridge site. We're missing... Oh, yeah, Blackbridge site, re-established connection. Yeah, fine. Happy. Call it a day. Let's go. Call it. On to dare number 2. The problem with the compass is that it doesn't work how people intuitively think it does. Ah, well, fair enough. Let's go, continue. Here we go. Dare 2. Good evening, my friends, and welcome! Okay, what are we getting this time? What are we getting now? Dare number 2. Oh! Wait a minute. How many dares are there? Like... Oh, that's rough. That's so rough. Oof. Oh, thank you for the 500-bit cheer. I so rarely get to see these streams live that it always feels worth celebrating when I do. Oh, thank you very much for the cheer, Tilaxian. 20-some odd. Oh, there's 20 odd dares, are there? Oh, okay. So yeah, I suppose if you're doing... Ah, wait a minute, so... yeah, no, that's a negative binomial distribution, isn't it? It's probability of appearing given a certain number of trials. Cereal box problem. How many boxes of cereal? Except that doesn't actually work nowadays because cereal doesn't contain toys anymore. But it used to be called the cereal box problem. How many boxes of cereal do you need to be able to ensure that you get all of the toys and stuff? Right. Let's go draft ourselves an outside room. F. The Gamburglar just dropped me a follow. Thank you very much for dropping a follow. There are a few items that suffer from low word count in the description. What are we taking today? Schoolhouse Shelter Root Cellar. Shelter? Nah, I don't think Shelter is super duper interesting, to be honest. Let's add, like, I mean, I know it has a gem in it, which is kind of handy, but this actually works us more towards the gas, and then that unlocks the chess puzzle, and then that gives us like a lot of stuff. Ooh, Gamburglar subscribed with Prime. Thank you for that Prime subscription. And a hype train has just started in the channel. Hype. Thank you very much. New emotes. Unlocking on the way. Oh, within a timely manner. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Within a timely manner. But it's manor as in a house. I've heard that phrase before. I think I've heard that phrase before in... Oh, Tilaxian just gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It is a hype train. It's a hype train. Choo choo. In a timely manner. I vaguely recall that from maybe from the will. Maybe. It's so nice starting with 70 steps rather than 50 though. It immediately puts you a lot more at ease. Mailroom, library, parlour. We've got to start with parlour, right? Space Emotion just subscribed as well. Thank you so much for the subscriptions, everyone. This is great. Oh, you never remember to use Prime. Glad you caught the stream. That's great. Hype trains are a little less exciting after I got all the emotes. Yeah, you know you have your Patreon sub already, but still. Where does the channel's bear motif come from? It doesn't come from anywhere, but, well, I mean, it comes from the mind of our artist, Souffle, who is open to commissions. But the bear is, it's just like a family thing. It's like something that with me and my daughters, and I just thought it was cute. So I just asked Souffle if she could make me a bear mascot for the channel, and he's got like his little paws are in the channel colours and things. But no, there's nothing. There's no sort of deeper meaning behind the bear or anything. Ah, security's quite nice. Security's a nice pull. Because, yeah, we can also get into the... Ah, of course, yes. We can skip this. Now, from this terminal... Keycard system. So, offline mode will make unlocked. Confirm. We're not going to change security level, because I have a sneaky suspicion security level doesn't do anything. Or might actually be reversed, potentially. Now, is there anything we need to do with the secret password? You love a good conspiracy. I don't know. Parabolica 127 says, good luck, pal. I just finished Cursed Mode tonight. Got my final trophies. Officially finished with the game. I imagine not an uncommon feeling by the time you're all said and done. Do we want to do remote terminal access? Okay, no, I don't think there's anything we particularly need to do in here. Remote terminal access, we could go and get the laboratory and run an experiment, though. So, go on. Oh, it's just offline. Wait. We don't have to get them online in the... Oh, or maybe that's a perk of opening up Blackbridge. Okay. Is there anything that we unlock through Herbert S. Sinclair? Is there anything we unlock with that one? But yeah, if this is dare mode, curse mode is... Okay, no, it's just security footage. Parlour and security. Yeah, fine. No, exit. We don't need it. If this is dare mode, curse mode must be hard, you know. I think we go back via parlour. Get our gems, start drafting this side of the house. No coins, gems, or keys. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. So that could be true, false, if the gems are in there. Right? Ooh, a hype chest open. Let's have a look. Gimme dat emote. There we go. Choo choo. So the gems are not in the white box. Well, if that's false, then the gems are in here. In which case, that must be false. In which case, that must be false as well. So, no. No. So this must be true, and the gems are not in the white box. And that means that must be true, which means this must be false. So it must be in the blue box. Choo choo! Here we go. Northward. Classroom always has apples in it, which is okay. I think I would rather have library for now. And get some of them rarer rooms drafted. Okay, well, it's gonna be classroom. Nursery, nook, and guest bedroom. Man, this draft is being a bit... This is being a bit troublesome for me. Come on, give me a redraw there. Spare room, commissary. Give me another redraft. Veranda? Veranda I can get behind, conceptually. Okay, metal detector. We've got to be a bit careful about what coins we're picking up, of course, but, you know, it's okay. Chapel is a pretty low-stakes red room to draft for our first dare. Locked. So we've got 4 colours so far. We don't have any bedrooms yet. Den is probably the best choice there, or pantry. But no, I think den. I think den is the best choice to give us that gem. Do I take that? Given that we have chapel, I'll risk taking that. That seems like a reasonable place to put guest bedroom. Because then that also ensures... Okay, nothing in here. That also ensures that we're okay for purple rooms. Coat check the metal detector? Like, we could. That's all a bit rough. Man, wish I had that compass now. Okay. Billiard room, spare room, pantry. Pantry's the only one that isn't a dead end. So hang on. Blue, orange, purple, green, red. We'd still need yellow. So we're gonna be in real problems if we... I don't think I'm not gonna pick that up right now. We need yellow. And all of those are pointing downwards. That is a big problem. That is a big problem. Okay, courtyard's good. But most of the yellow rooms require... Okay, that just seals us off effectively. We have got a key, so we can get up through chapel again later. But... Okay, shovel... Happy. Shovel stops us having control over whether we are picking up keys and coins, though. So use sparingly, I guess. Okay, comet. Oh no, I don't have any gems, mate. Yeah, we need the gems. Need the gems. Like, there's definitely We're definitely going to have problems if we can't draft a yellow room, right? So don't even worry about the other stuff until we've got the yellow room. I think I'm going to take the spare bedroom just so I can get back round to hallway. Like, we've got the steps. The steps are not going to be our problem. Billiard room is probably the best one to pick there. So give us 14. 14 and 3 is 17. Oh shoot, where's 17? There we go. 18 minus 10 is 8. 6 minus 5 is 1. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. We've got 10 minus 5 is 5 times 4 is 20. 2 keys. I think we're going to have exactly the same problem in terms of getting rid of our stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have picked those up. We've got a case here. Okay, we'll take the dice. Maybe leave the coins for now. Maybe we should have taken storeroom when we had the chance. Redraw. Oof. Take the gym. Leave those for now as well. Come on, storeroom. Give me 1 gem. And I shan't worry about the key and the coin right now. Good. Good. Boudoir. Yeah, come on, boudoir. That gives me the gem. Oh, of course, boudoir doesn't have the dice in it. What? Oh, that was our first run, which we failed. Okay. We haven't opened this one yet. Right, take that. There's also something else in here. Another coin down there. Won't worry about it right now. Drawing room lets us do redraws to try and find a yellow room. Crack that one open. And I need to find what the code for this one is. This is the drawing room. It's 1504. Okay. Black might be included as a colour, or all the dare says is 6 different colours. So, but we don't have any black in our pool, of course. But we can fix that. Okay, key. I think we redraw. Yay, kitchen. Okay, good. Now we also have an avenue to spend our money as well. So bananas cost 2 in here. So we can always get rid of bananas. Bacon and eggs could be useful later. Now we can't always get bananas, right? But it gives something we can spend our money on. So let's make a quick mental note as to what we have. It's 2, 8, and 8. So we're happy to take like up to 20 coins. But we're fine on that one. We now need to make sure we get rid of our key and get rid of this gem. Which we could do with observatory. And really, that's the only option, because otherwise the others are kind of dead ends anyway. So let's take observatory. And of course, we fiddled with observatory on the on the run that we failed. Yes, okay. Ah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Herbert had too much free time, even for a dying man. Yes. So, planetarium. Yes. Add that to our pool. Bring that up by 2. We are, I think, going to get... By the time this game mode is all done, we're going to be very, very familiar with how the start of this game works, frankly. Okay, here we are. Now what we get is we get... Oh, no, wait. I'm not going to touch that. There we go. But we got a star. We got a star. I think we redraw that. Okay. So we can go back to kitchen, buy a banana, call it a day in the planetarium, if we want. Yeah. That seems like a reasonable thing to go and do. And then we are still in the game, and we're on to Dare 3. Here we go. Call it a day, call it a day. So day 2, not anywhere near as successful as Dare 1, but it's Mount Holly, ordinary villa. Let's get going for Dare 3. These are stacking up quick though, but from day 4 onwards, we can try and win the game. Never eat fruit again. That's fine. Turnip's not a fruit. Turnip's not a fruit. We can deal. We can deal with that. If we can get powered laboratory to open up Blackbridge so that we can get throne room, that would be kind of nice. Trading post tool shed hovel. Hovel is an insta-lose for us because it will make it very hard to spend those gems. I guess trading post? There's a Morajai box in there, and like getting a small allowance is not going to be a problem. And trading post also means we don't have to worry so much about where our yellow is coming from, you know. Right, that rotates round there. I'm trying to think where the... yeah. Trying to remember. There we go. That's it. That was actually the first Morajai box we ever solved, to be honest. And we were definitely flailing it pretty hard for a good while. Nowadays, we're actually pretty... I think we're a pretty dab hand at the Morajai boxes. We sort of do okay with them now. I think I would rather have corridor, because getting... I want to get to the corner, but hallway is always good to be able to take another spot. Maybe nursery? Like, bedroom okay, but entrance hall we could hook that to the right, maybe. Let's take nursery. Let's live dangerously and take nursery. Is there something there on the table? It's a gem. Lovely. Alien Writer has joined the chat. I finished Blueprince proper, but I didn't get the day one or speedy trophies. I prefer laid back, without time crunches. Yeah, in general. I would agree. Commissary's pretty reasonable. Chapel... I think commissary. We'll get other opportunities to draft red later. What is available for us? Gems, sledgehammer for 8, and running shoes for 8. So we're okay to take a little bit more coin as long as we end up with some function of 8 of them. Chapel, Den, Observatory. For now, let's take Den. Again, on the presumption that yes, we'll find Chapel again in the future. Oh, it's a little rough. Let's take Pantry, because I really don't want to dead end this side of things. I can't eat the fruit. That's definitely something we're going to forget. 50-50. This run is going to end by me eating fruit accidentally because I forget. And I want you guys to mentally prepare yourself for the fact that that's probably how this is going to end. Yeah. I just kind of know what kind of person I am in that regard. And that's it, you know. This box and the white box are both empty. There is a second wind-up key in this room. Oh, shoot. Well, that could be true or false. Who knows? Blimey. Okay. The statement on the white box is true. Well, if that's false, then that's false. Which means this is true. So this box and the white box are both empty, which means it's in the blue box. And I'm inclined to believe that, rather than hunting around for a second wind-up key for the next 5 minutes, being fairly sure we're not going to find it. If we get pizza in the dining room and it has pineapple on it, does that count as fruit? No. Because pizza already contains tomato anyway, and tomato's already a fruit. So, yeah, you're asking the wrong question, Space Emotion, right? Pizza's already a fruit salad. You don't need to add more fruit to it. I think we take hallway here so that we can go northward. Oh, man. These drafts in dare mode are definitely hitting us harder than... They're definitely hitting us harder than in the regular game. Is there a difference in the way the rooms draft? It's very odd, the kinds of rooms we're finding. As far as you're aware, the drafts in the first days are different. I've not curated my pool at all. You are right, we've not upgraded anything, we've not changed the rarity of anything. So, there is that. That is true. Security seems like a reasonable thing to pull there. Keycard system, system settings, change offline mode, unlocked, confirm, back. It would be really nice. Now I know that Tonda has done patches in the past about needing to re-unlock everything every day. Specifically with safes, that safes now stay open. Used to be, in the early days of this game, that you had to reopen the safe every time you entered the room. Is there ever a time where you don't want the keycard offline mode to be unlocked? Because it would be super handy if the event of drafting security turned that setting to off when unpowered, you know? Like, I understand you can't just have that, like, global, but I find it a bit of a hassle to have to go 5 menus deep to go offline setting, unlocked, and then come out, you know? Like, maybe there's a reason to leave it on. I have never found a reason to leave that on. Courtyard is a pretty fine pick for there because it gets us our green. So now I think all we need is red, right? I think. Oh, we don't have a shovel. We'll take the sledgehammer though. That's nice. You still need to update security, spin the secret garden, etc. And that vexes me. I believe Dare Mode does not do the first time playing Logic, so it will be rougher than my original day one. Okay, bedroom points us north. That's okay. And it'll give us steps as well. What are we missing? We're only missing red, right? Yellow, blue, brown, purple, green. Yeah, we're only missing red. Ding! Showroom is kind of pointless for us because we have nowhere near enough money to make use of it. Let's take chapel at this point, because that means we've done the draft stuff that we need to do. Drawing room, happy to see that, I think. We're going to get garage offered to us, but I don't think we're going to take it. Let's take West Wing Hall there. And down this way. Utility closet solves a security door problem for us. And it means we can also turn off gymnasium, which is pretty minor, but, you know. It also means there is a universe where maybe we find the power room and something. Or we take observatory. We have some stars. I think utility closet is probably just the better pick, right? Let's get keycards sorted out. Atlas Shrugs is in the chat. It's live, blueprince, indeed. Let's take a gem. We'll be able to spend 3 gems. Okay, up West Wing Hall. Let's go. We're going to go up the wing. Use our key. Yep, veranda. We'll take the gem. We do not have a shovel. That's locked. Awkward. Maybe we need to be drafting with more confidence to be able to go, We'll just take the keys. Don't worry. We'll spend the keys somewhere. What you kind of really... What would be like the 200 IQ play? Drain the reservoir. This actually takes quite a bit of work. Drain the reservoir, then you have a reservoir of chests you can use your keys in. There we go. That's how you get around that. Alien Writer says, I wouldn't mind if after you solved it, that secret garden starts always turned to the lever and one spin away from flipping the other way. Yes, I agree. Alien Writer in both chats. Do we coat check? Yes. Let's coat check there, because then we can drop our sledgehammer in if we need it. Now, we have to be a little bit careful because we have one door left now, and we've got still a couple of coins which we can spend in the chapel. That's no problem. But we need to be a little bit careful. We need to make sure we spend these gems before we run out of rooms which are unlocked for us. In some ways, it's actually safer to run around with 0 gems than it is to run around with 0 keys. You probably want to make sure you have the keys you need more than the gems that you need. What is 4? Okay, that gives you a gem. That's kind of actually not that great for us. Fine. Anything as long as it's not a dead end, or, yeah, as long as it's not a dead end or a locked door, but we might be about to lose this run. Wait, no, we have corridor down here. We have corridor down here. Clutch. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do a very circuitous route back round. Don't touch the apple. Poison apple. Right. 2 gems. We need to spend 2 gems. Right. So we can get rid of the other 2 coins in the chapel. That's fine. Clutched. Clutched. Nice. Yeah. We might as well open this safe. Right. We're not going to touch it. Oh, we have an upgrade disc. We have an upgrade disc. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's upgrade something. There we go. Fruit reminder. Right, let's upgrade something. Ah, courtyard. Okay. Courtyard plus 2 gems. That's the one we took in the main one. Corridor? That kind of works pretty well for our thing. But you know what? I'm going to say chat gets to vote. Chat gets to vote. What am I taking? Use all rooms, all colours, end the day with 0 resources, and only eat McDonald's. Yeah. Space Emotion says corridor. Luke says dig spots. Yeah, Chromatos, a computer to use it on. Duncan says corridor. One more vote for corridor and I'll call it at 3. At 3. Alright, let's head up corridor. Yes, that's the upgrade I want. That is probably the best one, which fits sort of most synergistically with our stuff. The office is 0303. And we ain't touching that gem. It actually kind of doesn't matter, right? So we'll take the guest bedroom. Do we get the steps when we enter, or do we get the steps when we draft it? No, we've got to enter. Okay. That's kind of good to know. What do we got here? Oh, we do get a key. Oh, we do get a key. Do we go back to coat check then? Check our sledgehammer. We can use the key in the veranda. Go on. Why not? Why not? There's no reason to call it a day. No reason to call it a day if you don't have to call it a day. Right? Oh, there is actually that chest there. How lucky are we feeling? Do we think that chest contains another key that we could use? That would be... Yeah, definitely. That would be hope. That would be a lot of hoping for that. We don't want to go that way. We're going to go veranda, the veranda coat. We have a sledgehammer, obviously, don't we? We obviously have a sledgehammer. We can literally sledgehammer it open and just look at what's inside it. Oh. Wait, where was it? Where was it? It was back in the den, wasn't it? Here we go. Bonk. Ah, a ton of money. Wait, each of those piles is 5 coins. Commissary has running shoes for 8. Yeah, I don't think we want. I don't think we want. We can come back if we need, but realistically, I don't think we are. I think we're taking... I think we're going to take our 4th day dare. I think we're going to end today's run, like, safely. Take our 4th day dare. And in fact, I'm literally going to throw away my last coin right now. And we will check the sledgehammer whilst we're here. Now, we can come back for the sledgehammer. We've got like 30 steps. It's fine. We've got plenty. We've got plenty. Yep, use this. Well, okay. We have to take the dead end. So, now with that, we could take this key. We could take the key over here, couldn't we? Does the storeroom note change in dare mode? The storeroom has a note? Does it? What you mean in the room directory? Deathproof says, I love this game, but who doesn't know English very well is near impossible to beat. How sad. Yeah. Oh, we've also got Ryan Benson in the YouTube chat. Saw your Haven Moon playthrough, and it was great. Thank you. I really enjoyed Haven Moon. I really liked it. As far as, you know, Myst-like games set on, you know, small islands on an infinite ocean, very niche genre, but we got some really strong entries in that genre. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Do I take it? I got 25 steps left. 25 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I wanted to come back to coach it, do you know what? I think I'm not going to take it. I think I'm not going to take it. I think I'm just going to go check the sledgehammer in, and then, yeah, we'll check sledgehammer, and then feel reasonably happy to call it a day, having got an upgrade, and we will see what our 4th dare is. Call it, call it. It had a Darebird note on the right chair. I've definitely seen it before. Okay. Space Emotion like Haven Moon as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. How are you guys finding the Nier playthrough? We're pretty close to the end of Nier now. I've quite enjoyed that game. It's really hard though. Really, really hard. Right, let's see what our dare is today. Don't pick up coins. I dare you to never enter a room more than 3 times. So that means you can only backtrack once. You can draft a room and go into it, and then later you can backtrack to go and do something else and then come back, but that's it. You've then been into the rooms 3 times. Luke says, nah, you're gone. You're done. Vestibule is a bad idea. Basically, anything which has more than 2 exits is going to be a bit of a problem, right? In the gallery, I picked up second word by brute force, and for me as a non-native speaker, it was just a bunch of letters. It's an impossible task if you haven't read a couple dozen books. The wordplay puzzles in this game are my least favourite. 100%. Yeah. I understand that it's... it's a particular kind of puzzle that Tonda is clearly very fond of, because I believe that one of the puzzles is literally a reference to a book that's been published with all these kinds of puzzles in it. You know, those gallery style puzzles. They're sort of cryptic crosswords, visual cryptic crosswords. But yeah, the 8 dates for 8 safes, where it's like gates and gates and Mary and Mary and so on and so on, like, and the gallery puzzle, and what's the other one? There's a third one which is kind of very the pictures on the walls, that puzzle. They are my least favourite puzzles in this game, to be honest. I prefer the puzzles which are kind of pure logic puzzles or rules discovery kind of puzzles. Like I think the maths puzzle is really well designed, how it kind of increases complexity over time, but you know, it adds new rules over time, and you kind of have to sort of take a bit of a guess as to how those fit together. The classroom puzzles, I think, are really great in terms of having sort of a number of students with some answers correct and some answers wrong, and so you've got to do a little bit of inductive reasoning. I think that might be one of my favourite puzzles in the game. The parlour puzzles, of course, but the parlour puzzles are kind of, you know, they're kind of strict logic. And the chess puzzle, I think, is really great. Oh yes, that's the other. The castle puzzle is also a wordplay puzzle. I also didn't really like that one. The clocks in the clock tower, really like that puzzle. I thought that was really good. So I think there's just a lot in this game for puzzle players, right? There's a lot of different kinds of puzzle. But yeah, some of the really critical puzzles are wordplay puzzles, and those aren't for everyone. And as I say, they certainly were my least favourite. But it just be how it is, you know? Oh shoot, no more ditching coins in the chapel at the end of the run, says Duncan. Yeah. Check the wiki says, I love that Simon probably gathers apples from the orchard each day and ducks into his tent to avoid the security cameras for the third dare. In interviews, Tonda called out that he hasn't made a game for a large audience, and kind of for a niche audience of Christopher Manson enjoyers, which works in English only. Sadly makes the game untranslatable and even inaccessible for many. Like, I have zero problem with a designer saying, I am building a game for a niche market. I have absolutely no problem with that at all. And yeah, because ultimately, oh man, how controversial can I get without catching heat for this? Not every game needs to be Dead Space 3. Some games can be Dead Space 1. Let some games be Dead Space 1. That's what I say. Not everything needs to be Dead Space 3. Hopefully that's not terribly controversial. Ooh! Ooh! Tomb! Ooh! We're doing it, chat. We're going to win. We're going to win. This is the run. We're going to win, right? We're getting to room 46 this episode. Let's do it. Okay. Would you like to see my amazing artistic skills? Here we go. That is my artistic representation of the tomb with both with both orders to it. I think the blue one is the one that I need. I think this is number 1. It doesn't matter if we get it wrong. It's pretty low stakes. I think it just resets if you do it wrong. Then this one is number 3. This one is number 4. It is in a pretty nice order actually for the speedrunners, right? You don't have to use too many steps zigzagging back and forth. That is pretty nice. The words with similar sounds for those who don't use these words in everyday speech, and often it's very difficult to guess. It confuses those who don't speak English. No, indeed. Let's take the coins. I think if we genuinely have a chance of winning today, let's go for it, right? Like we're gonna go for broke right here. We're either winning this run or we're failing, because I don't think we can simultaneously not do this and get this done, right? Because the only way we can really confidently the only way we can really confidently we have to pick up stuff on the assumption that we're not backtracking very much. That's the only way we're moving forward with this. Now, this is the point where I need to kind of remind myself how we get here. We've got the tomb. The room 46 lever, we have to get to the north side to be able to rotate that. Okay. That means we either need to drop the level of the water by 1 and take the boat from this side. Yeah. Or we need a power hammer, or we need to get to the antechamber and get the basement with enough steps. Oh, but that means we need the foundation. So we're after the power hammer or the boat. But yes, we can pull this backwards, right? So we'll pull that there. Okie dokie. Man. It's gonna be sketchy. It's gonna be sketchy. But like, this is the last day that we'll have time for in this stream anyway, right? So it's either a win or it's a fail. So don't worry about it. We're going for it, and we're going for it hard. Let's get Secret Garden. Let's start with Den. Den's a good pick for there. Happy for Commissary, because we might be able to pick up something good for cheap. Nursery will help ensure that we get enough steps to help ourselves. Is there something over there? There's a gem over there. That's fine, because we're not going to backtrack back into here. Oh, wait! No! Hang on, does the entrance hall count as a room? Looks like no. Because we started in the entrance hall, then we left to go outside, then we came back in, and now we've come back in here. Okay. We might not be able to come into the entrance hall again. Maybe. It depends how it counts that first go, you know? Closet for the items. We've got 2 gems. Right, this means we can backtrack through here once more. This is horrendous. Right. So, only forward now. Only forward. Parlour for more gems? Yes. The gems are in a box that is actually blue. Blank. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. So, one statement has to be entirely false, and one statement has to be entirely true. Blank is neither true nor false, right? So, if they're in the blue box, that is true, and that is true, which is no good. So, I think it must be in there. So that is false, and that is true. So I think it's in the black box. Look at the room name. Oh, it shows the number of entries. That's really handy. Can I see it on the map? No, I cannot. Wait, hang on. Oh, shoot. So I entered Den, entered closet, entered Den again, and now forward. So I can backtrack through Den once more, right? Never enter a room more than 3 times. So yeah, I entered Den, closet, yeah. Entrance hall. I first entered entrance hall before I got the dare. So I think we can go into entrance hall one more time, because we've done 1 entry, and then we entered it from the outside. So I think we've only done entrance hall twice. Okay. Forward, though. Onward. Corridor. West Wing Hall, then we draft Garage. Okay. Because then we can do Garage, out, this way, and then we can always go back one more time for a final backtrack. So we take Garage, we get the keys. Oh, wait, no. But what it... Oh, no, wait. Oh, we can't get Secret Garden key from the Garage. We can only get an upgrade disc. That's a shame. What we really needed was we needed the car keys in an earlier run, so that if we got the car keys this time, we'd get the Secret Garden key. In that case, then, I don't think there's a huge downside in taking those keys now. So now we need onwards, forwards. Fruit is only considered to be apples, oranges, and bananas. The special course fruit cocktail meal can still be eaten. And the muffin. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Onward. Now we cannot backtrack from here. Music room, get a major key and a minor key. This could be the secret garden key. It's our major key. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Secret garden. We're doing it. We're doing it. Right, here we go. Security. Kinda happy to take security. It uses up our last gem. Or we take pantry. Security lets us turn off. Less security. Let's take security. Security's just like, it's too good of a room because of its interaction with security doors. So keycard system settings, change offline mode, unlocked, confirm, back, and exit. Okay. Let's take this one. Oh, do you know what? There's a world as well. There exists a world where we find a workshop. Do you know what though? I've just realised, and this is going to be a serious problem. There's going to be a serious problem. If we get the basement key, or we get the power hammer, how are we getting out? How are we even getting out to knock that wall down, to pull the room 46 lever, and then getting back in? That's actually a real problem for us, isn't it? Because West Wing Hall, we've already been into twice because we went out to the garage and then back. So let's say in a magical scenario, we opened up what we need to open up. You know, we either get the power hammer or we get the basement key. We could leave via the garage, but then we can't go back into the West Wing Hall. So how we get back to room 46? We absolutely have to find the foundation as part of this run. We need the basement key and we need the foundation. I think that's the only way we can possibly win. Okay. And so that means actually the sledgehammer becomes less important. The wiki considers some of my dares as part of the might want to start over category. So I'm all here for you proving them wrong. Yeah, that's the spirit space emotion. Let's do it. Is there... Okay. There is a world where the power hammer is still useful because we could find the weight room, or we could find this, or we could use that secret garden key. Let's get the hammer out of coat check. Like, it's a really long shot. This is a really, really long shot. But like, there is a parallel dimension where I make this work somehow. Oh, losing half of my steps right now is really rough. Oh, in a run where we can't backtrack either. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we got a security door. We got a security door. Okay. I need to not leave this room to go for a dead end. That's so bad. Let's redraft it. Do you know what? I actually kind of really want to get out onto the wings to get this secret garden key working. Dining room's an okay pick. We can't draft drawing room anyway, so we'll take dining room. Okay, this gets us out to the wing. Secret garden key. Lovely. this is going to get us a lot of fruit spread around the house. But let's get that basement. Let's get that basement key. Let's do it. Okay, I just says best of luck. Thank you, thank you. Right, we need the foundation, and we need a ton of steps without any of them coming from fruit. But if we get foundation somewhere, suddenly is on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Like, I would take utility cupboard here. Okay. We actually need to redraft those, because that's going to be a real problem. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! We've got a real problem there. Wait. Oh, shoot. Well, freezing my accounts is, like, totally pointless. Fine. But, yeah, okay. We can come in here for the steps. We might as well take that. I think this is all going to end very badly now. This is all going to end very badly. So all of those are dead ends. I guess we take. We have the nursery, so bedroom is worth 5 steps for us, even if we don't go in there. So that's fine. But now we really need a key card. And I think that actually means we're done then, right? Because several of these rooms we now can't enter again. So even if we found a key card in the commissary, we are a little bit finished there, aren't we? Like, I don't think there's anything we can do with that. And we definitely don't have a key card. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not much we can do from that point. Because this room, we've already now just entered it 3 times. Let's go back to the entrance hall, because I would like to know, for my own edification, how many entrances it counted so far. So this is my 3rd entry to the entrance hall, which means it counted our return from the tomb, our entry from that room, and this entry here. But it didn't include the first time we walked in at the start of the day. Well, there's no way we can do anything anymore, but it's good to know what we sort of missed out on. That breaker box would have been really, really handy earlier. Isn't freezing your accounts a bad idea if you need to end with 0 stuff? That's kind of an insta-death if you don't have the furnace, right? Yeah, well, I don't think there's any chance that we can end today with 0 stuff anyway, right? Like, because of how we've drafted it, we've ended up with a glut of keys, which is sort of what we were, you know, we decided to risk it all on attempting an actual solve. And you know what, like, we came not a million miles away. I think there's definitely like an alternative universe out there somewhere where, because we drafted the foundation in the right place, the fact that we opened up the antechamber in the secret garden meant that we could get down there, because we could go into antechamber, get the key, go back to the foundation. Yeah, so we would enter the foundation exactly 3 times. Yeah. And especially with the nursery and the guest bedroom, like, we're not hurting too much for steps. It wasn't outside the realms of possibility. It was always a massive long shot. But I think there's not much to do now except to eat this banana and call it a day. A lovely tasty banana. You wonder if skipping the outer room is the play with this dare. So that you save yourself a thing. Yeah, I mean, maybe once you've picked up that dare, you really just have to commit to the outside room being the tomb. So you don't go there until you find the dice. Because, yeah, having the extra... But then again, I mean, we've kind of lost it very much on like West Wing Hall. Even just drafting this, you know, we drafted West Wing Hall. You go in, like any T-shaped room is like you go into it for the first time, you go that way, you come out, you go that way, and that's all. That's it all used. You know, you can go back once, but that means you can't ever have a T-shaped room on the path between the antechamber and the room 46 lever. The not going into 3 rooms, I think the not going into 3 rooms, not going into a room more than 3 times, is maybe harder than ending each run with 0 resources. I think that might be the hardest dare that we've seen so far. Well, okay, that's that. And this has been Dare Mode, which has certainly been an experience.
And I will say goodbye.
Unfortunately, my friends, we have not beaten Dare Mode today, but it's been interesting to play it. I certainly think that it's definitely hard enough.
Defeat.
It's definitely hard enough that it's definitely like clearly that it's an extra challenge mode, right? Very strong RNG aspect to it. I assume curse mode is at least consistent, like the curses are always consistent, I presume. Anyway, that is going to be all we have time for today. Thank you all very much for watching our attempt at doing Blueprince Dare Mode. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this attempt at Dare Mode. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and consider supporting the channel on the Patreon if you are into that sort of thing. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye for now.